It's Tuesday morning, and usually I do these on a Monday morning. This is this week's book tips from books that I've read, researched, and used in my coaching practice, and I often recommend to my clients as well. And this is one of the ones that I recommend the most, and it's Dr. Wayne Dyer's "Ages Be Gone." Fantastic book. It comes with a caveat. If you've followed me before, I've talked about this book before. We're going to get one tip in a minute, but it comes with a caveat. Your ego will get a bit of a kicking from this book. This was recommended to me by a couple of fantastic coaches who'd used it extensively before, and when I took it away with me in one of my annual little jaunts where I go away and kind of review myself and my life and what's going on, take some time with myself basically. This gave my ego one hell of a kicking, all right, because I was making quite a lot of excuses in it, and he goes through all the excuses in here and how to get out of them and ways to get through them, etc. But today we're going to concentrate on one, and it's one that I had a problem with initially, which is an excuse that I don't have the energy. All right, you can see now I'm getting grey hair and the hair I'm getting on a bit. I've had a few niggles in terms of health, etc. Wee niggles and things from overtraining in the gym in the past. Believe it or not, I overtrained a bit. But today, what we're going to focus on is this. I don't have the energy. This is where you're telling yourself you're tired, you're exhausted, I'm worn out, and if you're concentrating on that stuff, what he's always saying is if you're concentrating on the negative, that's what you're going to bring into your life. It's kind of like the law of attraction, the secret stuff, but it's what you put into your mind is what you get out, really. And what he's saying that if you're giving yourself these excuses, the low energy excuses, simply telling yourself you're too tired, maybe it might even lead on to a bit of overwhelm, thinking, oh, I don't have the I maybe get the energy to start, but I'll never have the energy to finish it. All this stuff, believe me, I've been there. I've made those excuses. All right, but here's a couple of quotes from the book for you, and it's on page 55. You can learn to practice more satisfying and vibrant thinking that will elevate your enthusiasm and ultimately produce an energetic lifestyle filled with purpose. Now, I'm not getting anybody who's ill here, all right? If you have a medical condition which is sapping your energy, there's lots of people with it who live with chronic pain, etc. Entirely different thing. This is for people who are not like this, just have the odd niggle, etc. The way I did. I don't have the energy. And the next bit he talks about there, and he can say you can learn to practice with more vibrant thinking. So what does he mean by that? And he says, well, be determined to unquestionably place your thoughts on what you can, not on what you can't do, but on what you intend to create. So what he's saying to us here in this is that we've got to shift our focus away from what I can't do today to thinking about the end goal again, the motivation to get it done. Remember why you started, in effect. Excuse me. And look at that. Keep your thinking on what can I do today. What was the thing to get me there? Yeah, I've talked a lot in the past about the dream life idea, and we've got that worksheet up the top there. You can get it if you download the dream life worksheet. And when you see that, you get that vibration of, wow, that'd be fantastic to have that. That'd be great to have that. And when you're focused on that rather than what you can't do and how you might be feeling momentarily energy-wise, it kind of drives you forward. It's almost like a golden thread that you can pull along and actually pulling you towards that outcome that you want. So today's tip is to focus on your thinking. Catch it first of all. If you journal, that's fantastic. I go on about journaling a lot because it really helps me catch my thoughts and think, oh, I'm thinking I'm a bit down and lacking energy today. Maybe I need to refocus on something. And maybe just looking at my dream life and what I've laid out for myself and what I want to create for me and my family helps to spur me on a bit. By all means, rest when you're ill. All right, rest when you're ill and look after yourself. Practice self-care. But if this is a constant thing you're feeling, oh, I just have no energy, I'm not into it. This is the thinking side of it. I'm not going to get into the nutritional or physical side of it. That's for others to do. But this is the thinking side of it, is to think about what was it you want to create. Remember why you started. Remember why you had this vision in the first place about where you wanted to get to, a scenario you wanted to create in life. And focus your thinking on that, on the positive stuff, that what can I do today then? And once we start to build momentum, that starts to help. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That's his tip. I'll give you some more ideas, maybe later today, but probably tomorrow, and even Thursday, of how we can use this and how we can do this. All right. So that's today's tip, again from Excuses Be Gone by Dr. Wayne Dyer, unfortunately no longer with us. Great book, as you'll see in here, I've highlighted a lot of it, and all the blue tabs are things for me to do. All right, where I was making excuses and I had to go and work through some of this stuff. It took me a while, but it's well worth doing. Fantastic book. All right. You will get an ego bruising if you read it, but you'll come out the other side of it better for it. Okay, so that's today's tip. Focus on where you're wanting to be rather than where you are just now. You know, that energy will bring you forward, and hopefully it'll revitalise you to go and have the energy to get started, at least. Get started. So that's it for me. I shall see you over in the group. That's Life Even Better. The link's up above in the community tab. It's free to join. Come and join us in there. That's where I put up the life coaching tips and questions based on these tips. Some follow-up stuff for you. Any worksheets, etc. are free in there. There's no sign up for them if you're in there. And just join in the conversation if you so desire. You'll never be called out. You'll never be coached unless you want to be. And it's just a great community of people from all over the world who are looking to have life even better. That's it for me, folks. Hope you have a great week. Bye for now.